Hey guys, this is Dylan.
And I'm Lydia.
And we're here for Broken Pictures. Thanks for tuning in. You can check out what we're doing on our website. That's www.broken.picturesno.com. And so we're going to talk about some Walking Dead stuff. Thanks for tuning in. This is The Broken Dead. This episode was called The Lost and the Plunderers. And there was a lot of lost going on. I think Rick is just overall lost. Like he's struggling with this whole scenario, and we'll get into that in another video. The way this episode was done was completely different than any other episode we've had, and we're 8 seasons in, and they're let's try something new. It wasn't very well received. The internet was kind of upset about it, and it was just, to be honest, when we were watching, it was just like, is this a Quentin Tarantino episode? Because you've got the names that show up, and then when Rick and Michonne go to the dump, the zombies come in, and then they do this quick zoom up to their faces like it's some 1970s cop show.
It made me think of Power Rangers, the TV show.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's Quentin Tarantino. His style is described as that he does bad film well. And this episode just, I think it was trying to mimic his style, and
To me, it felt very soap opera.
Yeah.
That's just how I felt about it.
Yeah, kind of episodic almost. A lot of people online compared it to the way Game of Thrones is written, where you follow each character and go through. But I don't know if they do that in the video game universe or anything like that. But as far as I've seen, nobody's mentioned that. So we've got all these different people they're following there. We got Michonne, we got Enid, we got Simon, we got Negan, we got Jadis, we got Rick. And I think overall some really good performances from and writing from Rick. Or not Rick, but Andrew Lincoln and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays Negan. That scene at the end with them just talking, and that's what I'm talking about. If you've heard me harp on how you can't just go from event to event to event, that you have to build on relationships and how these characters interact with each other based on what's happening around them and what they've gone through, and that's where The Walking Dead really shined. Back when it was at its peak, even though the ratings are as low as they've ever been right now. But also a really good performance from, I can't remember his name, the guy that plays Simon. I'm drawing a blank right now, but I mean, just super creepy. Like he was definitely more of a threat than Negan at that point. Like he's not somebody I would want to run into.
To me, like, I didn't feel like, oh wow, he's such a huge threat. Like, to me, he just seemed really evil.
Mm-hmm.
Just like really just the very governor to me, where it's very charismatic, but he's crazy.
Yeah.
He keeps heads in a tank, to me it was like the whole opposite. I just felt like he kind of was just really evil in this episode.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's letting his crazy show for sure, letting it slip, and this is probably the first proof, we are as close to proof as we've gotten, that he was the one that was responsible for the Oceanside massacre.
I don't know if we've had proof, but
well, I mean, subtle hints of him talking about, let's just kill them all, and it seems like he's the one that is for this type of thing.
I'm interested to see what happens when Negan finds out, because he's going to find out, and I'm wondering if Simon's going to just be offed.
Obviously, we'll get into that in another episode. I don't want to spoil that too much. We're gonna do more on that later. But as far as just this episode goes as a whole, it was a little all over the place, literally, with the different characters. But I felt like overall it was a pretty decent episode as far as like getting back to hitting the ground running like they always do in the second half of each season. The first half they spend character building and plot building, and then the second half they hit the ground running and run with it. And it's usually a lot more exciting in the second half. But if you just tune in for the second half, then you don't know what happened because you missed the first half. So you got to endure the first half to get to the second half, which is kind of a pain in the butt, and a lot of people aren't sticking around for that. But it does look like it's going to be good, and we'll have to see what they've got planned for the rest of the season, if they can turn it around. And Angela Kang wrote this episode, by the way, and I don't know if that's an omen of what's to come as far as like changing things up and the way things are looking or are written with the character names and everything. She's going to start pulling stuff like that in season 9, and it's going to look like a different show, or it's going to be seamless. Hopefully it's seamless, but she's got new ideas. Obviously she's got new ideas and ways that she wants to do things, and it was put on display in this episode. Maybe it's just a teaser. Hopefully it's a good thing, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Stay tuned, and hopefully things go well. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Dylan.
I'm Lydia.
And we're here for Broken Pictures. That's www.broken.pictures. And be sure to check into our website and our YouTube channel and keep up with what we're doing and everything that's going on. And we'll try to keep more videos coming out for you. And thanks. Peace.